Hey guys, first regards in here, and so I'll be talking about a Dante build for Space Marine 2 patch 13 using the new Carmine axe. Now, this build will be a little bit more utility based. Today we're going for like full armor regen with stuff like restoration in the weapon perk tree, on top of perk effects like armor reinforcement. Now, for the primary here, we do of course take the brand new heroic axe here, which is the Carmine axe with the heroic perk effect Sanguine Edge. Power backstep can still be performed with the next heavy attack if you move out of power stance. Now, people were really underrating this weapon for a while. Like, this weapon's actually pretty strong. The fat cleaving potential here on top of double speed does help out a lot, and having the option to save your power backstep, that is pretty good for utility and also helps out to like general horde control. So for that reason, we are taking it today, starting off with the perk down here, Perpetual Strength, moving here into the perk Coup de Grace. The last strike by light combo deals 25% more damage. Then I pick up the perk Perpetual Strength again into the perk here Counterattack, down to the perk Riposte. Overhead strike damage after performing a power backstep is doubled. Now, your base damage on this weapon is not as high as like the normal relic tier block axe, but that being said, this perk is still definitely worth picking up. And then we go over here to the perk Hard Target and move here into the perk Tactical Retreat for more power backstep damage, up into the perk Power Wave for power backstep wave damaging more enemies, and the final perks are of course Minora Slayer and Restoration for that armor regen, because the armor regen here is pretty nice. Now, alternatively, you could go all the way down here for stuff like Cleaver, or you could just go all the way down for Discharge. You know, those are like the three major setups for this weapon in my opinion that I talked about in my other video, but for the most part, I think the restoration here will help you in your hard strats and operations. And for the secondary options, since we are playing Dante, we do take the Inferno pistol. Unfortunately, we do not have a Perdition pistol in the game just yet, because Dante does use a Perdition pistol from the Dark Age of technology, if you're unaware, but this is the next best thing. So the variant I choose here is the ammo variant, just because the assault class is not super strong on ammo, though you could take the rate of fire if you wanted to. Now, for the perk tree here, I do start off with Perpetual Range first, moving here into the perk Brace Reload, and then I pick up the perk Perpetual Range up here into the perk Great Might. Then we grab Increased Capacity, Adamant Restoration, Extra Shot, and Trick Shot for armor restoration on our weapon here, which actually comes in handy quite a bit. Being able to just get armor back on your secondary consistently is pretty nice in this game, and honestly, I think this perk is pretty underrated, and the Inferno pistol in general is pretty underrated as of like patch 12 plus, because they did buff up the gun strike damage a while back, and this gun feels way better. Now, alternative options include things like the Bolt Carbine or like the Plasma Pistol. You can really take whatever you want here. We're just taking the Inferno pistol to match that Dante cosplay. Now, for the perk tree here, we do start off with the perk Armor Reinforcement first. Non-finisher gun strikes form an armor segment. Now, this is a way safer option on like any single assault build in the game. Obviously, Overcharge is a very powerful perk for any power axe, because this will buff up your power backstep damage. But on this build, we're going for full armor regen, so for that reason, we're picking up this perk. Next perk here is Defense Mechanism. Contested health fades 50% more slowly, moving here to the perk Active Attrition. Enemies hit from damage from melee attacks execute while sprinting or dashing take 25% more damage for 5 seconds. This will apply a debuff to the enemy for all damage they take, including gun strikes, so really strong for us here. And usually you take this on any like Wings of Flame build for building today, so definitely pick this up. Next perk here is Strategic Strikes. All team members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies. This perk is just a nice damage buff, and I still prefer this over like proven efficiency on this build, so you could also take this if you wanted to. Next perk here is Furious Strikes. Hitting an enemy with an attack after a jump pack dash for his jump pack's ability charged by 1. The cooldown is 10 seconds. Now, this perk is incredible in Space Marine 2. This just gives you a free gap close, free jump packs, free ground pounds, because every single time you get a free jump pack dash off of the perk down here Commitment for a perfectly timed dodge, you can just use the dash attack here and get another free jump pack, so a really strong option for like any builds. You pretty much always pick this up. Next perk here is Wings of Flame. A jump pack dash damages enemies on trajectory and always works as a perfect dodge when dodging an attack. This perk is incredible in this game. It puts out a ludicrous amount of damage over time. Well, not damage over time, but like, you know what I mean. The point is that every single trigger of Wings of Flame will do a 100 damage total, and to put that in perspective, a Sword Warrior in Space Marine 2 has a total HP of 308 on absolute difficulty, so you're doing a ton of damage for free, so definitely grab this one, because it also makes your jump packs far easier to perfect dodge. Next perk here is Aerial Grace. After a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash, you'll deal 30% more damage for 10 seconds. A 30% damage buff here is super nice for your range attacks and your melee, and I usually pick this up on pretty much any commitment build, but if you want to pick up Pride and Duty up here instead, you can definitely do that. This perk is still very strong. I just prefer this one on this build. Next perk here is of course commitment, because this just enables your entire build to function, so you pretty much always pick this up as well, and that is basically all there is for the main assault perk tree. Now, for the prestige perk options, this one is pretty standard. I take Unyielding Oath first. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable to damage for 3 seconds. This perk will save your life all the time. It gives you so much damn utility, because basically the moment you hold down your ground pound button, you become completely immune to damage, and that is super useful for stuff like landing back into a Hellbrute AoE, Neurothrope waves, and stuff like that. So I find this to be the best option for utility, which is why I take it over the perk over here, Duelist. Next perk here is Fortitude for health increase of 15%. Moving here into the perk Practice Aim or Scramble Targeting, this one is up to you, but the final perk I would always take is Hammer of Wrath. After using your jump pack, you will take 30% less range damage and do not lose control of heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 15 seconds. This perk is just god tier in Space Marine 2. It is completely power crept the perk up here, Adrenaline Boost, because this one just gives you a 30% range damage reduction for using your class ability in any way. This counts for both the jump pack dash and ground pound, and also you get a 15-second uptime on no knockback, so a really strong option here. And I think Adrenaline Boost just kind of needs a buff, if we're being honest, because this one is like the must take and much better than this option. And that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, the Carmine Axe is a very strong weapon in my opinion. I think this thing has great horde control, great utility, and more importantly, this weapon is really fun and really fits into those, you know, cosplay builds for stuff like Sanguinary Guard or Dante. And hopefully this build guide helped you. If you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to watch me live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching, take it easy, bye. By the time I go live half the time, I'm tired as fuck. That's okay. Videos that end themselves? Sure, dude. I probably put at least a couple thousand hours into editing videos by now. It's a disgusting time to wake up. I mean, I think it's disgusting. I think everybody should wake up in the morning. My boomer take. I think waking up late at night is very, first of all, it's a pretty big sign of your mental state in a lot of cases, but it's also just pretty bad in general for your body. Even on night shifts are pretty bad for you. I would know, I used to work one. I'm a 6 a.m. kind of guy at this point. 4 a.m. is night though by definition. I mean, technically. I guess. I've never liked how many weapons in this game are like so dependent on the enemies actually attacking you. But you can also make up for any damage discrepancy on this thing by just having a... I guess we could have taken this formation, couldn't we? I guess. As long as we don't run into Zoan Thropes a ton, we should be fine. But also the game loves giving you the thing that's the most obnoxious for your build, so... Is this guy just gonna sit there and not attack me? Yeah, thank you. So now you instantly die. Going fan at YouTube builds, and I catch a live stream. Welcome in, Disturbed. We'll get a build out for every single weapon in the game eventually. That'll probably take a while though. Auto bolter build. Why don't we do that next? Why not? It's not a good gun, but it's a fun gun. I'm sure we could find a way to make it work with like Kraken penetrator rounds and plasma. But you can really make whatever you want work in the, like, if you're not playing Siege or, like, ridiculous hard strats, you can really make any build work, and that's the fun of Space Marine 2. That's where Space Marine 2 is much better for a casual experience than, like, say, Dark Tide is, where Dark Tide, you're trying to play Auric, which is, like, a pretty standard difficulty in the game at this point beyond Malice. It's hard to make a lot of weapons work. I really tried to make a Hellbore Lasgun work on having 40 at one point, dude. It was just like, it was not happening. I mean, it worked, in the sense we won the mission, but like, did I feel like I was contributing that much? No. Elite tack, elite tack. Land on them immediately into your power backstep. We love. Nah, we do no damage to these guys, but that's okay. But you know what we can do? We can run away.
The air is thick with unnatural energies.
Hellbore can be pretty amazing nowadays. I don't know if it's any better in Havoc 40, but I haven't played in a while. Auto bolt riflings are heroic so bad. Maybe it'll be peak. You never know. Maybe the auto bolt rifle will actually be peak. They got robbed there a little bit. But keep in mind, the restoration perk on this weapon will work on ground pound as well. So if you land on a bunch of Minoras, you will still trigger restoration. There. Have I ever seen a relic over here?
My resolve is tempered.
I can already feel the Neurothrope coming. Because this game fucking hates you when you play a melee.
I shall soar on blazing wings. The wings of fire. Not me high on the starry light of judgment. One more mindless beast slain.
Why they all decide to roll one attack at the same time? Look at that. Ah, yes. Hey, there we go. They increased that thing's gunstrike range or the same? It's the same. They only increased the gunstrike damage back in patch 12. That's all they did. There we go.
Be ready.
It's fight breath reliquary. That's a pretty good item.
Area cleansed of the foul.
This soil shall bear the corpse of a hive tyrant lord. The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge. Explosive offering prepared.
I can smell the Neurothrope in the next area. Well, after the bridge portion. It's coming, chat. It is coming.
Rain cleansing fire. There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion.
Okay, one more. You know, guys, we're gonna talk about the power sword next. I'm gonna talk about that in a video. Like, Saber should add the power sword attack and the power axe. To be honest, like, I don't even give a shit if it makes the class stronger. Is it really gonna make the class stronger in a way that negatively takes away from other people's experience? No, it's not. I think the only players that would seriously complain about that are like, I don't even know who would complain. Honestly, I don't know who would complain. I've seen a couple of people talk about like class, like the class identity, but like a lot of the class identity is supposed to come from your perk tree, you know, not your.
Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
I got the black cape on your Vanguard, dude. I'll get that one day. We're on assault right now. Reddit savants would complain? No, dude. I actually think the Redditors would love that. I think they would love Power Sword on the Vanguard. Not Vanguard, excuse me. Good thing. Alright, cool.
Born aloft on wings of fire. Replenishing. Swarm psycho in my sights. Beast, take it down.
That was a very entertaining interaction. A riveting interaction of Spore Mines. Where did all my HP go initially there? Let me think about that. What could have taken all my HP in Space Marine 2 randomly?
Jump pack refuel.
Could have been the Spore Mine?
Synaptic manipulator silenced. Exterminated. I soar through war-torn skies. I shall soar on blazing wings. Wings of fire. We broke the Xenostorm swarm. Changing magazine.
I was like, Wings of Flame is fun with Book Warriors. If Reddit likes it, then something is wrong. We just don't realize yet. No, I mean, I think it'd be a popular edition. I think it'd be like an almost unanimously popular edition of the game. Maybe not the power axe, but like power sword. Power sword definitely. I think people would love the power sword. Almost certainly. Xenophase on tack, yeah. So first of all, tactical is the best grip in the whole game, pretty much, besides bulwark. So like, we're already starting off in a good place.
We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay.
Need help with a new stratagem, what to run, keep getting wrecked? I have a full guide for that with multiple builds. It should all help you out.
That's news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring
Here
down
you
the
go.
supply bridge.
It is already done, Guardsman.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord.
You have attack pyro video? Sure do.
Emperor guide our lasguns to your support.
We have pretty much every build guide you would ever need that I update between every patch. Mostly for ops on the hard strats,
They're trying to surround us on the roofs.
The vermin have clambered up on the
but it will
roofs.
get you through them. And I would know, because I use them on them. Space Marine 2 is also a game where like the build diversity is actually pretty good now. So like you really build however you want. You don't have to take the best thing ever. Like Space Marine 2 is just not the kind of game where like taking the best thing over like every single time is really necessary.
There is a horde of Xenos between you and it. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Taking my setting lines. One more mindless beast slain.
I will pluck them from the battlements and send them sprawling back into dirt.
Prepare to strike into their midst.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Vultures are the most engaging because vultures are the coolest thing in the game. Actually pretty strong now too.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment.
Is the salamander skin for sniper not possible to change the color of? No, you can't recolor capes in this game. Unfortunately.
Die, beast. Talassa Tagota. We destroyed it. It is not dead. Enlighten us, Lord Titus. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void spawn behemoth has seen its last day. I would leave it to a lingering death under there were it not still directing the swarm.
We got this time. Haven't had a boss spawn yet, so if I can find that in a second.
Another Xenos fire core eliminated.
I'd say the Carmine axe feels good in this game. It's a big portion of his weapon. Like the normal block axe feels incredibly slow. For the heroic power axe versus some Wings of Flame build, oh yeah, it does. I mean, it's just a fun utility weapon. I still think the normal block axe is stronger, but I mean, this one's pretty adjacent. Has a few trade-offs, but they're both pretty good. I just with that. That's bullshit me. It's a neurothrope every time, guys. Every time you're a lone assault, game loves giving you neurothrope. Not every time, but most of them. Power Axe is still one of the best additions in this whole game. Right now. There.
Jump back, refuel.
At least I lowered the HP of these things this patch because, oh my god, before, a little bit excessive. But they kind of just like set it back down to what it was before because they actually buffed up all the boss HP for absolute at one point, and now, kind of annoying. Oh dear.
I soar through war-torn skies. Prepare to strike into their midst. Replenishing. Disgusting tyranny scum.
Alright, well I didn't get a parry. Getting that parry phase there almost fucking killed me, but okay. That was awesome. Getting a parry phase in the... Oh, okay. That was almost bad. I have to watch the replay on that. I'm pretty sure it gave me a parry phase there. My mind registered one, but I was also just in, you know, the AFK flow state of killing Tyranids.
Exterminate! I shall soar on blazing wings. Be as an angel of death.
Smoothly. Wonderful. Oh, I love all range spam in my Power Axe gameplay. My Inferno Power Axe build. What will I ever do against the 15 billion Devourers? Him eventually. I melt pistol is probably the worst possible thing to have installed. It's actually not that bad. Actually, I would say it's worse on Tyranids than it's Chaos because of this exact reason right here. But like, if you're fighting in first of all, if you're fighting in a group, you're fine because you have teammates to help you out. There you go. Power Claw year 3 prediction. I mean, I saw some people say, like, why did you put the Lightning Claws as an option? They said they're not doing them. All they said was it wasn't a priority for them, but it might be now because it is the most requested weapon in this game.
To its lurking shadow. We are the hunters here.
A Vanguard killed that Neuro 20 minutes ago. Depends on the Vanguard build.
Tell us a report. The vile Xenos slinks through the shadows. It will not escape judgment. Talassa, you cut out. Repeat. Lieutenant. Lord. Our Fox link is out. We must be nearing the relay. The devious tricks of this creature will not deter us.
I mean, most builds would kill that faster because they're on an Inferno pistol. Heavy bolt pistol, bolt carbine have been fine. There we go. Right.
Fresh munitions. Stay close and sharp.
Have you realized there is no escape? The Emperor demands your purgation.
Prepare to strike. On wings of fire.
Rejoice! We have more punishment to mete out. I feel a storm coming. The monster beckons it.
Ow. wasted it again. Beautiful. Let's see if we can cancel him out of that.
Changing magazine.
Perhaps that was a bit ambitious. Let's take this.
War gear acquired.
No, not like that. I prefer not to die to a, Alright, whatever. Whatever.
I am reformed. My duty
Okay.
remains.
We can't aim crack grenades today. Or just in general.
I shall soar on blazing wings.
Sometimes you waste your wings of flame.
One more mindless beast
Okay.
slain.
Canceled me out of my own jump.
Loading weapon.
How tragic. Oh, let me waste it again. This may have been the worst Hive Tyrant fight I've had in ages, but what are you gonna do? And you can't cosplay Dante without your Perdition Pistol, it's true. So therefore it's the best assault weapon, that's what I'm saying. Indy, that's what I'm saying. Shit on. You fucking nerds. Hive Tyrant heard you talking shit. Yeah, we kinda got shit on. Not gonna lie, we're gonna shit on a little bit. A little bit. Do you think the Death Watch cosmetics are most likely next patch or next year? That's a hard one. Depends how extensive they are. They might just be next patch. Because, like, we only saw one thing. I want to duo a couple? We sure can, Indy. We sure can.